So we can add a simple thanks message here by just adding one if statement. So I can add if this variable of execute runs successfully, putting it right here, then you can echo record has been added, saving this one out, and let's add some style on this record as well. So I'm going to add here a new class of success and adding some style in this class: color, font family, font size, and font weight. Saving this one out. Let's add this class of success on our this echo. So I can just span this one out. Saving this one out. Refreshing the page. We have the error on line 14. Why? We have to add this span inside our single quote. Refreshing the page. Now I'm going to add new record of Akram. Social security number to be like this one. Department to be HR. Salary to be like this one. Home address to be Toronto. Submit record. Record has been added. Refreshing the database. And we have our third record of Akram from the home address of Toronto. Now more thing, you can simply validate this field here, so that no one could leave the field of name and social security number. So if I leave these field of name and social security number and just add department to be HR and salary to be 789 and home address to be like Pakistan and submit my record, then my record has going to be submit. Although this record will be completely useless because it doesn't have any name and SSN, social security number. So we need to just add a simple validating check on this name and social security number. So in my editor, right after my if submit condition, I can define here one more if submit condition, and I can say if, using not empty function, if not empty of my post of ename, means super global of ename, and if not empty of my super global of SSN, then you should perform all of this code. And I can add this parenthesis of if condition right before my submit button right here. And else I can say, if user try to skip my name and SSN, then you should echo that span tag, please at least add name and social security number. Or I can make it to, let's leave it as it is. So if the user will click on the submit button, it first going to check whether ename is empty or not, and if it's not empty, then it's going to execute this code, and otherwise if it's not filled, means it's empty, then it's going to skip all of this statement and will move to this else structure, please at least add name and social security number. So let's add some class of new class of field info heading. Saving this one out, and in my CSS structure I'm going to add here a new class of field info heading with some color, font family and font size. Saving this one out. Now back to editor, refreshing the page. So if I try to submit my record, then you can see this pop up, please at least add name and social security number. And if I add here employee name to be Ali, social security number to be something like this one, department to be purchase, salary to be something like this, home address to be Islamabad, submit my record. Now record has been added. Refreshing the tab, browse. Now you can see we have the record of Ali on the ID of 5. Now last thing here, you can see we put all of this form in one div. So I'm going to add here some style for our div so that it could be in the center. So I'm going to give it width of 500 pixel and I'm going to give it margin of left to be 360 pixel like that. Saving this one out, refreshing the page. Now we have very cool in the center. So if I try to submit, you can see this pop up. And if I add here some name or some data, Sajid, social security number to be this one, department to be sales, salary to be 40,000 and home address to be America. Submit my record. Record has been added. So refreshing the page, now you can see we have Sajid on the 6th line. Now using this way you can add and insert data into your database. I hope adding data in your database would not going to be difficult anymore. Now we successfully added our data. Now in the next lecture we are going to view this data that we inserted in our database in our browser. So see you there.